Good morning, guys. Welcome to the broadcast. Let me show you what we've got today. We have Old Yeller, the Yanmar 80 excavator. We have Orville, the F750 dump truck. And we have 5.5 tons of railroad ballast. You can't really tell it, but we are on this job today to fix an erosion issue that's behind this rock retaining wall behind me. Let me just make my way over here to show you guys what the issue really is. Their biggest concern is right here. We've got kind of a hole, and I think that formed before they put that asphalt water break up there, and water was just running down in here, and it's eroded in behind these rocks. No, I'm not going to stick my hand in there. You think I'm a fool? But as you can see, there's just some open areas, so we're going to lift these top few rocks and I'm going to backfill this wall with the ballast. Should work quite well. There's just a couple of spots that I'm going to put me a little pile of ballast down here and I'll place it in by hand. Some of the rocks in that load are pretty sizable. I'll be able to work with them. So let's get the excavator and move some stone. I've made enough noise now that there's a snake in here. He's gone now, I hope. Just kind of teetering. Let's see, once I get this back filled, it'll be all good. I just gotta get there. So, Mr. Snaky Snake, you bite me. You bite me. I get bit. I'm not gonna be happy about it at all. So now, I think what I'm gonna do is just go ahead and choke this rock. Choke him like a dot. Maybe this will work. Maybe it won't. If it don't, we'll try something different. There now. Now. Oh, I think that might be it. Just gotta roll this one out, and then I think we'll have it made. Maybe. We'll see. Shoot, if I tear the whole wall down, we'll just rebuild it from the ground up. I don't want that flipping out, knocking those fire rocks down. There. Now we want to pull this straight out. If it flips up, it could knock our wall down. Spiders on this job. Here and spin it. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna spin it. Oh, it's a beautiful morning. It's 30 degrees out here. Let's see. Mr. Fetchers, I think can make it through. I want to put these rocks. I ain't that good with an excavator, and I'm okay with that. Say right there. I don't have faith that this rock's gonna stay exactly where I want it. I don't have that much faith in it. Where's my pry bar? I thought about that this morning. I was like, maybe I ought to take my pry bar with me. You see a pry bar? No. Why? Because I'm a fool. Oh. Now, let's see. Can I get this out? I bet I can. I bet I can. will, folks. You betcha. See, now I don't have to call in a locate because I'm not digging. If I'd wanted to just dig all this out behind it, I'd have had a locate. Not today. No, sir, Bob. Okay, we got our rocks out. Let's see if we need to get any more. So that's not that big of a hole, but you can see that this darker soil and how crumbly it is, this could have continued to be a problem. So I've got a little bit of void in there, but I can shovel material up in there and keep filling in here. And I think, see, there's a void that goes back in under there. So we got to see if we're going to be able to shovel it out. Yeah, let's get this loose stuff out of here. There's just a bunch of loose, crumbly ground, I say. Now, purposefully knocking anything loose, because I don't want it back here. I don't want that on my job. Let's go ahead and lift this. I hate dirt in my boots. I'm in the wrong profession for hating that, ain't I? Tell you what. No matter how good equipment you got, eventually you're gonna have to shovel, so accept it, folks. Just accept it. Get me some good dirt in here. I don't believe I'm gonna need 5 tons. I'm telling you. So I can get a hold of this one. It's a little loose, so if I can choke this with the rope and drag it out, that'll get me even more ballast down in there, and that'll give me a good cap rock to put up here on top. Now then, let's see what we got now. Oh yeah, that runs way down in there. Let's see if I can clean this out just a touch. Just a scotch. Watch out. Watch out there, Step. She a doozy. About went into the drink. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. All right. Now, I'm happy with that. Let's get us a scoop of ballast. See where it goes. But some of the rocks may have went in too quick and not had time to get down in here. So I'm gonna work in just a little bit by hand here. It's working in there good. That's what we want. We want it all the way. Stick around at some point during this video. I'm going to tell you how much I charge for this job and my overhead. Maybe not every little item of overhead, but a good deal of it. I sleep like a baby at night. Actually, I sleep better than a baby. Back when Emma was a baby, she didn't sleep at all. It is. Funny. See how hard that stuff is to shovel? It don't like to move, and that's a good thing. In there. Oh yeah. That stuff's solid now, buddy. You guys can see I'm not BSing you. You can see where I've shoveled that material back in under there. And now I'm gonna go ahead and fill it up level. Now we can start putting our wall blocks back into place. I don't want to fill this all the way up because then there's not gonna be room to slide those bigger rocks back into place. So we'll get smooth, place our wall rocks, we'll fill it up some more, and then we'll do our capstones. Now then, people, let's see if it'll spin into place by its own self. Rocks don't like to move. Watch your fingers. Nice fingers, that hurts. That hurts a lot. Oh yeah. Yeah. See what we got. Oh yeah, that's good. That's real good. I don't know how well you guys can see, but I got this little void that I think is what started most of the problem. So I'm gonna fill it with stone. I can. Not dirt, because it washes away obviously. Here where it won't settle on its own. Now, I don't want to put this rock right here to kind of cap it. Let's see, which way do I want it to go though? There, that's how it went, right there. Now, let's put this big rock right out here, and then we'll backfill with stone. if I can do this without falling down into the creek. Just show you guys. I used the excavator to lower my gravel down, and I by hand filled in all the little voids down here and placed each little rock by hand and got those voids squared away. It's solid now. We had to take these top few rocks out, backfilled, put the rocks back, and now water can run off of there all it wants to. All right, guys, the burning question everybody always wants to know, and probably what is most helpful to you as a viewer, is how much did we make on this job? Let me just tell you, we charged for 1 day of me, excavator, and dump truck. That's $1,500 in this case. We also charged for 5 tons. I quoted for 5 tons of railroad ballast or Mod 3 ballast, oversized railroad ballast, whatever you want to call it. Our numbers actually came to the cost of the rock is a little over 5 tons. So we were at $115 for that. Fuel, this is a way overestimate. Between the truck and the excavator, I figured $60. That's 20 gallons, I figured, at $3 a gallon. And I think it was probably closer to really 15 gallons tops, but just to give ourselves a little bit of a buffer there for error. And then maintenance, I figure wear on truck, trailer, and excavator tops, $150. Okay, so taking those 3 things off, and that there are other things, there's insurances and such, but we're not going to go into all that. I'm talking about immediate expenses. Okay, the gross on that would be, and that's gross income, is $1,325. The taxes we would pay on that amount, $397. That's a pretty good chunk. You know, you figure most business owners are between 30 and 35% of their profit goes to taxes. So we made $928 minus kind of our initial expenses. Insurance is minimal for us, just the way we've got it set up. So without giving out just every single thing down to what I ate for the day, which I packed my lunch to save some money, you can just kind of figure for you. You can call around and see what insurance is going to cost you, because these are numbers, expenses that are going to be the same for just about everybody. But that last number, the gross, $1,325, what you can do is call around if you're looking to start a business, get a price on your insurance, what a payment on the excavator would be, or rent. And if you're going to have to hire a dump truck, you can subtract that from that $1,325, or you can figure a payment for a day. So you can find out, you know, you're going to have to finance a dump truck. Once you get it bought, roughly you're going to be able to get an estimate of how much your monthly payment's going to be. Divide that by 20 working days, and you can subtract those numbers from the $1,325. And then you can just go ahead and figure 35% is a safe number. Most of you who are just starting in a business, you're not going to be turning profits that are so high that you're going to be in that higher tax brackets. So $1,325 out of $1,650, you guys can start deducting your own expenses. You can even deduct, you know, how much it's going to cost you to pack your lunch for the day, to eat peppermints like they're going out of style like I do. Coffee, if you want to go down to that kind of stuff, you can, but I would encourage you to figure fixed expenses. And this will give you an idea of what a day doing this type of job is going to cost to do, what you can charge to do it. And there's a lot of little factors when it's something like this. This job could have very easily turned into something far more expensive. I could have tore every rock out of place and tried to put them back. The reason that I didn't do that on this job is the nature of the material that was behind those rocks. And what I felt like could have happened, as I pull those rocks away from the ground, that ground starts drying out rapidly. And when ground dries out rapidly, it tends to start crumbling. And we could have gotten ourselves into something that was just completely out of the budget of the customers. So talking to the customers and a budget they were comfortable with, we put this plan together to fix this the way that we did. If you guys want to drop it in the comments, what your thoughts are on what we charged, what you would have charged, or, you know, do you just think it was high, low? And how would you have done this job? How would you have done it different given the nature of the situation? I'm sure each and every one of you have something to say and hopefully contribute and express it in a positive way. Thank you for joining me on this video. Hopefully these numbers and this little project helped at least one of you out there. I hope you guys are having a great day. I know I have. We'll see you on the next one.